I'm back! Man, it's been a long time, everybody. I hope you're glad to see me. If you even remember who I am, it's been almost 7 months, I believe, and it had been a while before that. And, I was just thinking a few weeks ago it might be nice to come back and do 6 or 8 videos on the channel before Cobra Kai Season 5 comes out. And boy, it really is rapidly approaching. I mean, we don't know it, but, it seems so far away. That's what I mean. But it'll be here before we know it. That's the thing. And, the trailer hopefully should be around pretty much maybe a little over halfway to the distance, because right now it's 45 days away, but the trailer should release about exactly 3 weeks before the season does. So maybe within 25 days, we'll be getting the official trailer. And, I was actually thinking yesterday that it's possible that we could be getting some images or something this week. I don't know. It would be. I think it would be reasonable. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised we haven't had them yet. In season 3, they gave the 8 pictures like just a few days, I think it was, before the trailer, which was 3 weeks before, obviously, like I was saying, the season release. But last season they gave it, which they kind of wanted to tease with us a little bit last season. I mean, let's be real. There was so much more anticipation for me and for 90% of fans, I would say, for season 4 than there was for season 5, because we hadn't seen Terry Silver at all yet, and there's just so many things that were being set up that were kind of finished off this season. So I'm not saying the show's going to be less popular. I think everybody's pretty much still going to watch it, but I think a lot of people were disappointed with season 4. I liked it a lot. There were a couple things that weren't what I expected them to be. And I would have probably changed myself if I was a writer. It would have been a lot different, I think. But it was still pretty good. And so I think people, the creators are probably just going to maybe release the images this week or next week. And if they don't do that, they're probably just going to, if they even do it this year, just release it like they did before season 3, just a few days before the trailer was released. But another thing is, I want to get to today's topic in the video. So I've forgotten my speech. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We've dropped a couple of subscribers. The views have been down, obviously, and, that's because I quit. And I will say that, once these 6 or 8 videos are done, I don't know how close the last one will be to Cobra Kai Season 5. It'll probably be, my final 10 predictions. And I may do a review or something like that, but once that's done, I will be officially done. You won't see me again. So let's enjoy this time. So subscribe, hit the like button, share if you can. Just please do everything that will help the channel. I would like these videos to be successful, even though I'm not, passionate or thinking about growing anymore. It's still doing this for fun, and would still like a big audience for it. So please do all that. I'd really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into today's topic. So I'm going to be talking about Kreese today. And, a lot of you people probably, when you clicked on the video, I've rambled on long enough and, you've already given me views, so sorry. But a lot of you, when you clicked on the video, you probably were interested in hearing this. And a lot of you probably honestly disagree, because I've seen the polls of, other YouTubers that they posted and are saying, are you Team Silver or are you Team Kreese? And like, 2/3 to 3/4 of you been saying Team Kreese. I do not get that at all. Look, I've been a John Kreese fan ever since Cobra Kai came out. Not so much in the Karate Kid, trilogy, but I have ever since Cobra Kai. And it's how a lot of people went with Johnny Lawrence. I mean, there were a lot of Johnny Lawrence haters out there because he was the main bull. I mean, yeah, John Kreese, we all know it was his fault, even from the movie, that any of that, happened and started. But, Johnny was still, the most known villain because he was the, in all those, I mean, he had way more screen time of doing evil stuff. Let's just put it that way, throughout the movie entirely. And now look where he is. I mean, he's no doubtly the most, beloved character in the show. I mean, him or Miguel, one of the two. I mean, you ask a lot of different people, but there's nobody really that loves one of them that don't love the other. Y'all obviously already know that. But, a lot of people are saying that Kreese needs to get out of jail and Kreese needs to team up with Daniel and Johnny, and how cool that would see the way. No, I'm pretty sure I've at least mentioned this because, seeing, and I obviously haven't analyzed this yet because, my last video I made was the day before Cobra Kai Season 4. Had no clue it was going to happen. But when Silver got Kreese arrested, I went to my knees. I was so happy. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, literally. And I think that Kreese has had such a great arc in Cobra Kai. But yes, the title lives up to his name. He doesn't need to get out of jail. His arc should be served. He has reconciled with Johnny. He's done the best he can. Johnny should not forgive him. I'm sorry. I know it's the Miyagi-Do legacy, but Kreese has done so much stuff to Johnny that, he's given him second chances. They don't need a moment. Like, the only thing that would seem right is if they had a moment in Kreese's death. What I'm talking about. That would be endearing and that would be touching if they had a nice little moment. And that would be arguably what they need to have. But, in the scenario that, I'm saying that the way I would do it, it'd be hard to, instill that moment between the two in the way that I'm going to say it's going to happen, Kreese's death. It does have to happen this way, but he just needs to die off before the writers mess his character up and team him up with Daniel and Johnny, because that just doesn't look like. Look, I am a bigger fan of three-way wars than anybody you could meet, but this is not a good three-way war. He does not do well with the good guys. He is the legacy villain from the Karate Kid trilogy, the only other character that was in all three movies besides Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. I mean, heck, his mother didn't even make an appearance in all three movies. I mean, come on. Daniel's mother did not even make an appearance in all three movies. And I'm telling you, John Kreese, his arc is served. His arc has been great. He does it. What they did at the end of Season 4 is the perfect enough redemption for him. You don't need him working with the good guys. It just doesn't look right. And I know I'm getting fired up, yeah, because I'm telling you, if Cobra Kai does this in Season 5, I will be so pissed, and it will be hard for me to, watch it any longer. I mean, no matter, it could ruin the whole show for me. I mean, literally, as good as it's been throughout the 4 seasons, and even if all the other plots in Season 5 are, great, and that makes it the best season, they ever had, but Kreese being alongside Daniel and Johnny, that'll obviously be a big storyline, and I just will not be able to stand to see that. That arc, if Kreese goes on that arc, that will be a show ruiner. It really could potentially, for me. And I really think, there is a good portion of people out there, even though I said most people are Team Kreese, and most people probably want to see this happen, that can't agree with me, though. Like, I think that Kreese what would be good to see, or when I say good, I mean it would be, an interesting, evil plot of Silver's, if he was, to not be done with Kreese, and, literally have connections, as people always talk about with, people in jail, 12 steps ahead of everybody like he always is, and, having contact with them and, having contact with the guards, not to protect them, and to get, 4 or 5 people to, literally demolish him, 4 or 5 other inmates to literally demolish Kreese and, kill him off. Like, he gets killed in jail. Like, that. I mean, that's the thing. I know a lot of people, it's hard to see Silver betray his best friend like that, but I don't see any world where they come and reconcile. So, their bridge is burnt. Like, this kind of thing can happen now. I don't know how it could really hurt your feelings any further. I mean, as bad as Silver was to Kreese, as bad as the thing he's already done by, throwing him in the slammer for something that he did. I mean, so I'm telling you, I mean, I really don't want to see this happen. And, I know I'm actually a fan of, seeing Samantha and Tori become friends. And a lot of people, would also, I think, say that, if Tori can't be redeemed, or Kreese can't be redeemed, or if Kreese can't be redeemed or Tori can't be redeemed, yeah, then the other one can't be redeemed. They're just that tightly connected. I mean, I don't think that's, I mean, it's just worth it. If like Tori and Sam can't be friends, that's worth it as long as Kreese, doesn't go, his redemption doesn't go any further. I swear, this is a show ruiner if this happens. I'm telling you. If it were up to me, he would die, and it would be, beating from inmates. I mean, I really don't call. I mean, I think it'd be sweet and all that, and good to, it'd be a little touching in the moment. But I really don't call on him having to have a good last moments before death moment, reconciliation with Johnny and that kind of thing. I don't call on that. But season 5 will definitely be a good season regardless. And it will be a show ruiner, though. I will look back on this show and say that they really messed up, by at least 30 or 40%, this show by doing this. The entirety of the show, even if it don't count, for that account for that plot don't account. Of course, it's not going to account for that much percentage of the show. Because especially since the show's so, far into, I mean, it's over halfway done. I mean, we're pretty sure that whether it's 6 or 7 seasons, I'm a fan of 6 seasons. Hopefully there is a 6 season. It's not exactly confirmed. It seems like it'll probably be a long time until we get it because we, or at least I haven't heard any updates unless it's been the last week or so. But I don't know when we'll get season 6, but I'm telling you, just pray that Kreese stays in the Slammer. You guys need to hear this out. It is not the right idea to have him come out and Silver and him going together. It's no contest. I mean, Silver will absolutely flat out destroy him. I mean, oh man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like I said, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video, especially if you agree with me to change other people's opinions. Please don't let this happen, I swear. And I hope you all have a good rest of your day. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which might be tomorrow, honestly. So take care. Peace.